Good morning, precious people. Here we are together. It's another fresh day, and I'm just thankful for your irreplaceable light and the wisdom and experience that you bring into the world. Um, Today's a gift. It's filled with possibility, and let's open it with kindness and curiosity, and remember, we're all still growing and learning. So grab your nearest drink. I have water today. Let's check in with ourselves. You ready? We're going to take a deep breath in and then scan through our body, see if we feel anything. Okay, let's do it. How are you feeling? You good? Hopefully everyone's feeling okay today. I feel great. Feeling a little sleepy. This is actually after lunchtime that I'm filming this. Because after you eat lunch, sometimes you get like, a little lully. So that's how I'm feeling right now. Can take some more water. Maybe that'll help. I have something fun to talk about today, and it is the hacker convention called DEFCON. I learned about this convention probably about 2 years ago. And my initial reaction was like a convention for hackers. Like, is this just a bunch of criminals getting together? Is this sort of hive mind? What do you call them? Hooligans just making problems? Like, how? Like, how is this even happening? I was a little taken aback that this was even a thing. My initial reaction, my assumptions were that this was not a good place, not a good convention. But this year, and I think each DEFCON, each hacker convention has a number, and it is typically hosted in Las Vegas from what I gather. This year, they have one in Singapore and one in Las Vegas. So the Las Vegas one is August 6th to 9th. The cool thing is that you can pre-order your tickets. I've been watching, and they went on sale last week. Or you can pay cash at the door if you want to stay completely anonymous. You don't have to give anyone your name. You just buy your ticket at the door in cash. It's actually the cheapest option too. We're going to pre-order just so we have it. And when you do pre-order, you get this human ID instead of a lanyard, a paper lanyard you usually get at some conventions. This is this really cool digital thing with its own little QR code. I think you might be able to play games on it or participate in games with it. I don't know. It seems really cool. So if you pre-order your tickets, you're guaranteed one of those. If you buy your tickets at the door, if they have one, if they've ordered enough, you get that. If not, if they run out of those, you get a normal paper lanyard. Probably has a QR code. Maybe you can still engage with whatever games or whatever that it comes with, the human ID. Anyway, so my husband, my son mentioned they want to go this when I was talking about it a few years ago. So I've been watching and waiting. Finally, the tickets have gone on sale. Like I said, I think this year they had one in Singapore, one in the United States. So the United States one is in August. And my assumption of this convention is that it was a bunch of criminals engaged in nefarious kind of activities. But the thing is, my husband and my son wanting to go to it makes me think maybe it's not all criminals. Maybe this convention has some good that comes out of it. So I wanted to make my report today about what is it? What do they do? What good can come out of this kind of thing? I don't know anything about it. My son studies cybersecurity and programming, and my husband is, what was it he was doing recently? Risk compliance or something like that. I don't even know what that is, but he's into AI and also the whole tech community, and this is a huge interest area of his as well. My son, when he was 7 or 8, he was having some bullying at school, so I pulled him out of school and homeschooled him halfway through the year. And that half of the year, what he was struggling with at school was his writing. He's great at math, and he has so many good ideas. He's very good at a whole lot of different things, but that year he really hated writing, like handwriting things and spelling and things like that. So that's what I focused on. Every day I had him write a new report to me on whatever topic he wanted. And then there was one time he wrote a research paper. No, it wasn't a research. Every day was a little research paper, just one page in a, what are those notebooks called? Steno? No. Anyway, the school notebooks that aren't completely full size, it's like this big. I'll remember the name later, but one page every day he had to write on whatever topic he wanted. It could be science, technology, whatever research he wanted to do. And then one time he wrote a story. I think this was when he was doing online school. He wrote a story about a white hat hacker. I had no idea there was actually good hackers. So I believe white hat hacking and ethical hacking are the same thing, and I love that he was aware of this so long ago when he was so little and interested in it. Now he's in the cybersecurity classes at our local college. I'm so proud of him. Anyway, going on, like, we got good people going to this convention is what I'm trying to say. And lately this week I've been trying to talk about education as prevention for social decline, homelessness, personal responsibility, which is kind of like the hacker ethic I'll be talking about today, and how specialized communities can save the world, or improve the world at least. So what happens when 30,000 of the world's smartest misfits descend on Las Vegas? We're looking at DEFCON, the world's largest hacker convention. And why is hacking a masterclass in personal responsibility? It's also community problem solving. We'll get into that later. Here is the little tickets. Look at that, how cute. The skull and crossbones with a smiley. This like old school like phone, rotary phone, a floppy disk, a lock. I don't know. I think it's really funny. So, today's Thursday, March 12th, and if you hear the word hacker, you probably think of a guy in a hoodie in the basement trying to steal your Netflix passwords. But today, we're talking about DEFCON. It's held every summer in Las Vegas, and it's essentially the Woodstock for the digital age. But here's the twist. It's not about crime, like I thought. It's about curiosity. And today I'm going to explore how a bunch of people breaking things actually makes our lives safer, and why the hacker mindset is exactly what we need to teach our kids if we want them to have that internal locus of control. That's something I've been talking about all week too. What do we have control over? So this morning, headlines are buzzing about the latest zero-day vulnerabilities. And I did want to tell you exactly what the words zero-day mean. Zero-day, sorry, I thought I had it up. Oh, here it is. It refers to security vulnerability in software or hardware that is unknown to the developers or vendors, meaning they have 0 days to fix it. Like, it must be fixed yesterday. This type of vulnerability can be exploited by attackers before a patch is available, making it a significant security risk. And I did want to mention there is a gentleman named Ryan Montgomery. If you can find him on any social media platform, he usually goes by the name of the number 0, lowercase day, 0 day, CTF. So find him. He is really on the lookout for your kids and alerting you to what is out there, the dangers in the cyber space. So give him a follow. Go watch some of his videos. He had an interview with Sean Ryan, I think 3 years ago. That's when I started being aware of him and watching his content. He came back recently, a couple months ago, for another episode with Sean Ryan. It's eye-opening, you guys. Just watch these 2 videos, search them up. I believe they're both on YouTube, the Sean Ryan Show. So his name is Ryan Montgomery. Go ahead and look that up. Watch that. Gives parents so much good information to this 0 day. Like, we had to have this stuff fixed yesterday. We have no time. People are being exploited and hurt through these vulnerabilities. Okay, so there's 0 day vulnerabilities in these smart home medical devices the elderly use. And at DEFCON, researchers don't find these holes, they fix them before the bad guys do. And it's a massive gathering of federal agents, corporate security pros, and teenage geniuses. It's a multi-generational village, in our own family, going to represent 2 generations. You have the 50-year-old chief information security officer, and he can learn a new encryption trick from like a 14-year-old who looks like he hasn't seen the sun since 2022. But at DEFCON, they teach the adversarial mindset. You have to know how the attackers are thinking, that adversarial mindset. It isn't about being mean, it's about looking at the system, whether it's a computer, a government program, or even your community project, and asking, how could this fail? Where are the failures? In psychology, this is related to critical thinking and agency, your personal responsibility for your direct environment. Instead of being a passive user of technology, which is like that external locus of control, hackers take personal responsibility for understanding how the world works. They don't wait for a manual. They take the back off of the machine. They dig around in it. They find the vulnerabilities. This is the ultimate cycle breaker of behavior. Refusing to be a victim to a system you don't fully understand. My husband was really cool growing up. He liked to tell me when he was little, and well, we were growing up, computers were new, but he would take things apart, look at the inside, see all the little circuit breakers and circuits and diodes and things inside these devices. He would just tear apart and put back together. So that's kind of what these hackers are doing at this convention too, trying to find these back doors, these vulnerabilities. This convention, this is actually kind of a cool thing. I went onto the website to buy the tickets, and it talked about villages, and I was like, what are villages? That when I think of villages, I don't know why it makes me think of the Olympics, the Olympic Village maybe, where different camps of people, and I guess that's what it is at DEFCON as well. So the convention is divided into villages. Like, there's a lock-picking village where you learn that your front door is basically a suggestion, not a barrier. There's the social engineering village, which basically is a bunch of people realizing the weakest link in security isn't the computer. It's the human who gives away passwords because someone called and they sounded official. So that's something I learned in the federal government. They taught us a lot about social engineering. So there's different types. If you don't know what social engineering is, it's pretty much just a play on your emotions. It's to exploit your own humanity. So someone may come up with a sob story, be like, oh, blah, 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 this is what's happening and I need help, in order to gain information, gain access, or skirt security procedures. There's another one that's, they can be forceful and act like they have, someone can call and act like they have authority or a powerful position, use threats even to get what they want or get around procedures. There's another one, like time pressure. Like people give you time pressure. Like, I'm in a hurry. And if you get riled up with them, you're more likely to make mistakes in your own duties. So we highly suggest in the federal government not giving in to this social engineering, because it happens. Even in everyday life, people are social engineering each other. It's such good information to know. Maybe if you're interested in social engineering and how to fight it, you can look up videos on it, how to be aware, just how to spot it. I have some in-depth training on it. So I typically am not socially engineered to do anything I don't want to do. So thankfully, let's see. Oh, I was going to bring it back to Generation X, where something used to be called freaking, which is a PH, freaking, and then war games. We grew up with war games, the video war games. So we're kind of just a tiny bit interested and exposed to these kind of ideas already, just my generation growing up. I just want to let you know, this matters. This matters. Being aware of these kinds of things, because it's about community improvement. Because of the advancements from the DEFCON, they've made our infrastructure more resilient. They protect the elderly from being scammed. They ensure that special light in our children isn't dimmed by exploitation or bullying. It's a community of people who take responsibility for the invisible fences that keep us safe. And the lesson we can look at for today is that we don't need to just be a consumer of our lives. We can be a hacker of our own habits, our own awarenesses. We can seek to refine the problems we see in our own life. If you go about your daily life and something's not right, or you're having some sort of problem, you have the ability to take that control, to hack your life, to make it work for you. Let's take that, like, just assemble some things in your life and your thinking and find the glitch that's in there and fix it. That's, I guess, the main point I wanted to make. Like, we don't have to go to DEF CON and be a hacker and learn all that stuff. We can do these little hacks in our own life. Now, I did want to leave you with some information. If you have a kid, a friend, husband, anyone in your life who's interested in learning about hacking and this ethical hacking, white hat hacking, there's so many resources online. There's this one called trainingcamp.com. They have a CEH boot camp. It's ethical hacking courses with an exam voucher and real labs. You can become a certified ethical hacker in 5 days, it says. So you can go over to trainingcamp.com for that, CEH bootcamp. Let's see, there was another one. I mean, cybersecurity classes are offered at professional colleges and universities. You can look those up always. Here is free cybersecurity training. It is academy.easydemarc.com, Easy Demarc, and that's free security courses. let's see, this one, it's called hacker1.com, has lots of free CTFs, like computer, what CTF? Computer, wait, I don't know what a CTF is, but it says you can test your skills, watch video lessons, and meet fellow hackers and get experienced mentoring. That is hacker1.com. There's also another one that says tryhackme.com. Real world offensive and defensive cybersecurity training, access to over 900 training labs and learning pathways suited to all levels, from a complete beginner to the seasoned hacker. It's called tryhackme.com. Cool. I mean, honestly, so many resources if you want to get into this, learn anything about it. Like I said, look up some videos about social engineering to protect yourself. You can look up those videos with Ryan Montgomery to learn how to protect your children. There's lots of cyber stuff happening in our children's spaces, places like Roblox. He says if your kids are on Roblox, shut it down now. It's 0 day. It is now that needs to be done. So that's all I had today. If you had a thought or any sort of comment or input about what I've said today, just leave it in the comment section. I would love to hear what you think about this. Leave a comment or a like and subscribe if you want any more information. Every day is a chance to learn and grow and become more of the wonderful person you are. I truly believe your light is what makes this world better. The world is better with your light in it. So, I will see you tomorrow. You have a great day. And remember, you're the Lord's precious one. Bye for now.